are you?
Yeah. Not gonna hold you up too much. I know you got a long week ahead of you.
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah. Just first off here, second season at Georgia, just how high are you about the team's expectations?
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm so excited for this team. Ever since this fall, I knew that we could be something special, especially with all the newbies coming in too. I just thought it was a new opportunity for us just to get close as teammates and just work together. And I think we've been doing that this year. So I'm excited to see uh how it goes in SEC play and how our chemistry comes out on the field. So yeah.
Well, being one of the experienced people, how have you tried to break in some of the new girls like a Precious?
I just try and be a leader and just someone that they can lean on to when they have questions. I think that's the biggest thing for me is just being there for them for whatever they need. And I'm more of like a silent leader, so I lead by example. And if they want to follow that or have any questions or anything, I'm just there for them. So yeah.
Talking about leading by example, you sort of taking this world role, so to speak, in terms of basically playing every position. How did that come about?
Yeah, my team just needed it this year, and my coaches just started putting me in new positions. And growing up, I was always a utility player, so it wasn't really anything new for me. So, just going into these positions, just whatever my team needs, that's kind of what role I'm filling in right now. So, yeah, I'm just glad to be part of that.
Outside of catcher, what position do you like playing?
Honestly, I mean, I'm fine. I like to figure out everywhere. I think it's a good game of like figure it out. And so I find like joy in kind of doing that. So I mean, I don't really like mind where they put me, to be honest, at this point. I think it's fun.
What's the most challenging position?
I'd probably say outfield because it's a little bit different from being in the infield because I primarily was in the infield a lot in travel ball and just growing up and my freshman year. So I'd probably say outfield is the most challenging. Yeah.
What's the chances of you pitching?
No, I think very slim. I would be very surprised.
Okay, well, this past weekend you had your first SEC series. Just what did y'all come out of that, even though you went 2 out of 3, lost 2 out of 3?
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Can you
so
repeat the question? Sorry, you kind of cut out a little bit.
yeah, okay, you just had your first SEC series. Just what did y'all get out of that, losing 2 out of 3?
I think just knowing that we can compete with anyone. Each game was competitive, I believe, and so just knowing we can compete and there are things that we can get better at, but knowing that we also can have confidence going into these other SEC weekends, knowing that we can compete with anyone, and as long as we stay together, we can just continue just to grow and just be competitive, and in the end, it'll get better, and we're gonna figure out like winning games like that. So just staying together, staying competitive, and all of that throughout SECs.
Well, after Wednesday, you have another series, and it's sort of a homecoming for you coming back to Columbia. Just what's that feeling like for you?
I'm excited. Obviously, like my friends and family are gonna get to come out, but just knowing that I get to come home, and just play at a stadium I grew up going to and watching girls, play at, I just think it's gonna be kind of special. And just like having that support there is gonna be unreal. So I'm super excited. I can't wait.
Well, you're one of 4 local players, yourself and Precious, and then you also have Carly and Lexi on the other side. Just what does
Mm,
that say just about the talent from just Lexington County that's playing in this game?
yeah. Um, I think it just shows how local it is like in Lexington, Irrmo area. And I'm just glad I get to play against people that are from like similar like upbringings in same towns. And I think it's just really cool at the SEC level just to be able to play against them.
And then also just talking with Coach Epps over the weekend, just how much of a role did she play in your becoming a college player?
Yeah, I think she definitely helped me grow as a player. My last few years, her coming into Lexington, and just helping coach us, keeping us gritty, um, and just instilling confidence in me that I could take on to college and ultimately just bring into Georgia with me. So I think she was a pretty big part of my role. And high school ball just is where I found like a lot of fun in the game, along with travel ball. And so it was just a big piece of my story that I'm super excited she was a part of.
Well, what's it going to take for y'all to get the win this weekend, and how important is it that y'all want to at least try to keep pace with teams like Oklahoma?
Yeah, I think it's really important for us just to stay together and continue just to stay gritty and competitive despite some of the outcomes that we get because you can be do everything right in an at bat or whatever it is and still not get the outcome you want. So continuing just to have a positive mindset and trust the work that you've put in. I think that's something we've really emphasized this year. Is just trusting the process. And if it doesn't go your way, be there to support your teammates. So yeah.
And then just what about when it comes to um this weekend? Just what is your expectation, and do you expect to be used more than just catcher this weekend?
I'm not sure. I'm just ready to go wherever they need me to go this weekend. And I'm gonna be happy to play wherever and just help the team. And hopefully I can just be beneficial wherever they need me.
Just do you have sort of a dream scenario, like you said, going to that stadium growing up? Just what would be a dream moment for you?
What would be a dream moment for me?
Yeah, at that
Um,
stadium.
I think going in and sweeping the series would just be like amazing for me, amazing for the team. It'd be what's best for the program. So I'm just all in and whatever's best for me, my teammates, and everyone around me. So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I think we can do it too.
And then how many people I guess you expect to be coming out? I imagine that's most of the Lexington team and then coaches as well.
Yeah, I'd say most of the Lexington people and my family's coming out, obviously. I'm not sure beyond that, but yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, good. And I guess finally, the only other question is just the numbers you've been putting up this year. Is there like an expectation that you're hoping to reach at this point, or are you at the point where you think you feel as though you can reach those expectations in terms of the numbers you've put up?
Yeah, I believe. Mhm. I have always bet on myself, and I know that I can compete with whoever I'm put up against. And so just having that confidence in yourself and knowing that you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some, especially in the SEC. But just continuing to stay gritty, stay confident in myself, just know that it's just a game of figure it out, and I'm ready just to go out and try and figure it out myself. So yeah,
Okay.
along with my teammates beside me and my coaches. So yeah,
All right. All right. Well, appreciate you stopping by. Be checking out the games this weekend as well, and just
perfect.
keep following you along during the season. I guess the way things are going right now, just how you're hopeful in terms of trying to finish in terms of the standings right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's the start of SEC play. There's a lot to happen. Obviously, you want to be at the top of the end, but just knowing that every game is going to be competitive and just going out there and competing with my teammates is really what I'm focused on right now. I'm not really focused on the standings or anything because when you go into postseason, it's a completely different new season. So, um, just going out there and competing, having fun with every single game, I think that's just our focus right now.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck to you, and look forward to definitely seeing y'all this weekend.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, bye.
All right, Miss Precious. So, what's it been like, I guess, your first month into playing college football, college softball?
Oh, it's been so much fun. Definitely we've learned so much. And like I said, there's a about all this time. Like we learn something new every day, but it's been really fun. I think we have a really good group to learn with and grow with.
They were part of, you sort of got a mix of veterans and young players. Just how y'all been able to blend together with the young and the young old players? How have you, and the veterans, how have y'all been able to blend
Our
together?
team, we talk about it a lot. I know the older girls talk about the difference between last year and this year and the team chemistries, and they say that they love the chemistry this year. And all the freshmen, we felt welcomed, like off rip. Like I felt like I could talk to any of the girls about anything I needed at all times. they're all really good leaders. They all show us the ropes and softball, like outside of the game, just any questions we have. So I think it's a fun group of girls and we all just have a good time, finding joy in all the moments.
Well, you got off to a 13-1 start in non-conference play. Just how much did that give y'all confidence as y'all started the SEC series this weekend?
One more time, do you mind repeating that?
Yeah, just starting 13-0 in non-conference play, going into SEC play. How much did that give y'all confidence as y'all go into conference play?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I think it just gives us the confidence that, we are a team full of talented girls. We can go compete with anybody. Um, if we all just kind of stick to our processes, do the things that we work on at practice all the time, and just going out on the field, letting it happen, no matter what your role is, what the moment is, whatever it calls for, just doing the little things right until the outcomes come. So I think that gives us confidence knowing that all of the work we've put in the fall and like preseason, we can go into conference play knowing that we have things to lean on and places to look back and be like, okay, this is working. Keep moving forward.
Seemed like your role so far has been being used as primarily as a for your running.
Mhm.
Is that just a matter of the coach just bringing you along slowly into the program?
Yeah, I think our coach, we talked to him a lot about just like finding what the team needs at this moment. And a lot of us, like especially the new girls, the freshmen, our role is just like getting in the game and whatever we need to win that game for Georgia, like that's what we're gonna do. So if that means I need to go run and be smart on the bases and get another score or run across, and that's what I'm gonna do. And in SEC play, runs matter a lot. So just staying locked in the game and knowing like if he needs me to go do that, if he needs me to go pinch hit, whatever, then we're locked in and we're ready, whatever that is, just like we were in the game the whole time.
What was it like to get your first hit as a college player?
It was awesome. Just knowing that my team like supported me, and obviously like the hit that I had, it was a walk off. And so just seeing like all of my teammates just excited for me because they see all the work that I put in and I see all the work that they put in. So just knowing that we all celebrate each other's wins is the best feeling because that's really all it's about, like having other people around you to compete with and have fun with and just get after it. So that felt really
Well, it seemed like this team's had quite a few walk-offs this year, and it's like,
good.
and so is it basically tells you just how much determined this team is to keep battling and battling until they get the win?
Yeah, and we talked about at the beginning of the year kind of some of our philosophies and the standard that we want for our team and like what we're leaning on throughout the season. And that's just one of the statements we have is just competing from start to finish with joy. So for us, that just means like right when we get in the game, like we're starting off hot, we're ending hot, and we're playing through all the outcomes with joy and just having a good time. So I think that's a testament to us sticking to what we decided for our team standard at the beginning of the year.
Well, after Wednesday, you have another three-game SEC series, but this time coming back to the Columbia area. What's that like, and just how much family you expect at the park? Just what's that going to be like?
I'm expecting a pretty good amount of family and friends. So I'm super excited. I mean, it's definitely surreal thinking I'm going back home to like compete with a dream team and the program. Like I couldn't ask for better coaches and girl. Like I know I grew up watching softball at that level like all the time at USC. So it's just exciting to know that I'll be there and competing with my team and all my friends and family get to be around me. And it's a long season, so I'm super excited to see people that I used to see like every single day, and I haven't got to see them as much. So I'm excited to just see them and, you know, connect.
At the same time, it's also an important series, y'all. We're able to get at least one win against Tennessee, and you're facing a South Carolina team that's coming off a sweep at the hands of Oklahoma. Just how important is it that y'all try to get these
Mhm.
wins to keep pace with the teams like Oklahoma and Tennessee?
Yeah, I think like we talk about it all the time, the SEC, it's a battle every single week, and whoever the team is, doesn't matter if it's the top of the SEC or the bottom of the SEC. Every team is competitive, so we just go in with the mindset of like if we just trust our processes and keep going, starting the game from start to finish, we'll hopefully get some things done. And I think if we just go in with that mindset, we'll be at a good place. And we're just like at the standard of our own team. We're not necessarily comparing ourselves to others. So if we just keep our mind on what matters, then we can get some far places by the end of the year.
Just as the season progressed, where do you hope to be at for yourself at the end of the season?
Yeah, I think what my coach is just stacking days, like keep getting better. I have a lot of talented girls and time to be present where I am and appreciate all the stages of, your own journey. So just taking the time to watch all the things happen in front of me. So when it is my time, whenever that is, this season, next season, whatever, I'll be ready for it and I'll be what the team needs and fill that role. So I think just stacking days and knowing that I'm growing and in a place of getting better and better. So in that way, I can do what Georgia needs.
Yeah, with right now, who are you playing behind?
One more time.
Who are you playing behind right now on at your position?
Um, Mostly, I've been mostly playing outfield, and our outfield has, of a lot of veterans there. So it's been fun learning from them, their insight, and they've played the position for a long time, and that's a fairly new spot for me. So getting to learn that from them is nice.
And then also, just what's the one area that you want to try to improve upon the most as the season progresses?
I would say the area I want to improve on most is just, this is a new level, just stacking my days. When it comes to hitting, just kind of having a place to work from. We talk about like your hitting approach, managing at bats, swinging at the right pitches, getting yourself in a good spot to be successful because obviously at this level there's really talented pitchers. So just making myself competitive by swinging at what I want to swing at and what I know I hit well and laying off all the other stuff. So hitting, that's something we talk about as a team a lot, just managing at bats. So that's where I want to continue to grow because that gets you places we talk about all the time. And then fielding, just learning like a new spot and being able to, have good range in the outfield, do what my team needs. Sometimes less is more, like even with our throws home, just little things. It doesn't always have to be the strongest throw, but just like to the right spots, just learning game awareness. So, like I said, just learning from the girls in front of me and understanding that growing is a process and just if you appreciate every step, you'll look back and you'll be like, wow, like all those moments were for a reason and I'm at a good place and I'm super excited about it.
And then finally, you one of four girls from the Lexington area that is playing yourself and Sarah on Georgia side, and then on the other side you have Carly and Lexi. Just what does it say about just the talent in the area that you at this time, particularly in the last few years, how much it seems like the talent has grown just in this part of the state?
Yeah, I think it's just a testament to how hard all of us have worked. I think there's a lot of good schools and good programs around the Columbia area. Like I came from Irrmo and Sarah from Lexington. So just a testament to this area and the people in it, the coaches in it, the staff around us that are all pushing us to become the best people that we can be and, supporting our dreams. So I think it's just shows that we have a lot of people bought in Columbia.
And then finally, just I asked Sarah this, what would be sort of your dream moment that happened in the ballpark this weekend?
Kind of like she said, I think us being able to sweep USC would just be awesome for our team. They're a competitive team and going there and being able to take 3 wins, I think that would be awesome. It's always hard to play at another place, so I think that would be amazing. That's the dream. That's the goal every weekend.
Even if it's a place that you, like you said, you grew up watching players there as well.
Yeah, I mean, I I could support Gamecocks all day long, but I'm on the Bulldogs side this time. So
Okay.
in this case, it's got to be done.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, I'll be there on Friday and Sunday to cover the games, and then also still keeping track of y'all during the season, seeing your progress.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All
See you
right.
this weekend.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Mhm.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay. No problem. Thank you.